Hey everybody, good morning. Trevor here again with another Fitness Friday. We're going to talk all things how to build the body that you want this morning. So I'll kind of tease with that here. So hang tight with me. For those of you who don't know me, I have been a gym owner for the last 12 years. I'm almost 40 years old. I've been into fitness and nutrition my entire life. We are also part owners of a nutrition software company, Life Based Solutions, where I'm the head of business development. But on these days, we talk mostly about fitness. So if you have questions or would like to get a hold of me, you can shoot me an email at trevor@lifebasedsolutions.com, or you can just check out our website at lifebasedsolutions.com. So let's dive into the fun. We're going to keep it short and sweet this morning, and hopefully just to start to get the wheels turned a little bit on what you can do for exercise to really sculpt and build the body that you want. We've talked about so many things over the course of the last 3 to 4 months doing these that I really wanted to give you an idea of how you should be exercising, right? We've built workouts, we've demoed movements, we've done all kinds of neat things. But let's talk about the difference between high repetitions, low repetitions, lightweight, heavyweight, how to build and sculpt that exact body and physique that you want, right? So, first things first, let's say that you're a person that's coming to this like, Trev, I don't care about that. I just want to be healthier. I love it. That's the goal. That's where everybody should be at to start, right? Everybody can say hi to Kelly, by the way. So that is a great goal for everybody and a good place to start, and know that I'm with you. I think that's most important. But we do get questions all the time. Like, Trevor, I don't want to be this big, bulky person, or I want to add muscle. I don't want to be super skinny. Should I be doing high repetitions at low weight? Should I be doing low repetitions at heavyweight? So let's bring this all together and give you some simple concepts so it'll help you kind of craft your training program, right? So look at the way that a marathon runner is built, right? Marathon runners are super, super, super tiny, right? But they could run for days and they virtually have no strength, if you will, not functional strength in a weight room or things along those lines. Look at how a power lifter is built, or like your world's strongest men, big honking guys, right? They might be 400 pounds or 6'8", really big guys. They could not run a mile, but they're the strongest people in the world, right? And so let's take those two outliers. Generally speaking, the marathon runner is going to lift little to no weight, right? Be really tiny, have very little muscle mass, okay? And the power lifter is going to lift all the weight in the world, really going for 1, 2, 3 repetitions at a time as heavily as possible. No endurance, massive amounts of just body weight and muscle can move very heavy things. Neither one of those are probably really functional for what the average person would want, right? The average person, we always talk about general physical preparedness, GPP. The average person will probably want to play rec sports, play with their grandkids, their kids, go to the gym, be able to hike, go to the mountains, play an alumni basketball game, lift some weights, be strong, have pretty good endurance, kind of be more well-rounded, right? And I think that's applicable to young athletes, like teenagers that are playing a wide variety of sports, into adults that are just doing a wide variety of activities. So as far as being generally physically prepared for anything, kind of want to mix it up, right? There's going to be days where you can run and go for miles or jog or be in the pool or on elliptical. There are going to be days where you lift really heavy, but most days you're probably doing something in between. You're doing interval training, you are lifting some weights, you're doing some conditioning, you're doing a wide variety of movements to kind of prepare the body for anything. That's where most of us are going to fall, is somewhere in the middle there, right? So from a strictly weightlifting standpoint, and if you want to say, Trev, I just want to be lean and toned, I'm not worried about how crazy strong I am, what do I do? Well, number one, nutrition is a huge part of that, right? But putting that aside, I want you to think about how like a 400-meter sprinter or a 200-meter sprinter is built versus the marathon runner versus like the power lifter, right? To me, I feel like that's kind of the body type that most of our clients, like male and female, are going to say, I might not want to look like the marathon runner, don't want to be that skinny. I don't want to look like the power lifter, be that big and bulky, but I kind of want to be somewhere in the middle. That's like your 400-meter or 200-meter sprinter or 100-meter sprinter in the Olympics, right? What I love about that is that the 100-meter, 200-meter, 400-meter sprinter, they are strong, right? They can definitely lift weights. I can also guarantee you that they go out and run miles and be just fine, okay? And they're really generally physically great athletes, or like a decathlete in track, right? Very prepared for anything. That's also a big reason why I love CrossFit, because it prepares the body for anything. So my advice would be this: you can't just lift light weights all the time and never mix it up, or you'll lack in the strength compartment, right? If you just lift heavy weights all the time, you are going to lack a little bit of that endurance that you're looking for. So I would always recommend switch it up, mix in heavy training, light training, high repetitions, low repetitions, prep the body for just about anything, constantly varied, right? And when you do that, you kind of shock the system. You're going to get more growth from a muscle standpoint, more endurance, things along those lines. So instead of just going for a run, go for a long run some days. Do sprints on some days. Apply that to a bicycle or the pool or whatever, right? So just lifting heavy weight all the time, lift heavy weight some days, lightweight some days, do a variety of movements. And I think that's where everybody should kind of fall. So have fun with it, mix it up, try new things. Your best way to be that well-rounded person, probably going for that lean tone, strong look, while also having good endurance. All right, guys, you have a great weekend. It was a pleasure to be with you this morning.